Well, 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 what is this? Is this a vlog I see before me? Hey, horse. Yeah, I haven't did a vlog proper in a while. Not that I haven't been riding. Today's December 2nd, by the way. Welcome to the Not So Much Polar Bear Challenge. Probably about 50 degrees. But no, I've been riding a lot, actually. I just haven't been vlogging. And the reason for that is because I need a new camera. Now, as you can probably tell even from this angle, my pitch angle is horrible on my setup. I have nothing bad to say about a Kodak PlaySport. I've been using them for over a year, and great cameras. Absolutely love them for everything, but they're not technically a vlogging camera. You know, it's an action camera, but it's not designed to do what I use it for. And only because of the pitch angle, and only because I'm on a sport bike. When I was on my dual sport and I'm sitting straight up, no problem, no problem. Looks great, pitch angle's perfect, no problem. But get on a sport bike, get in my normal position, and this is what you're looking at. So the only way to get around it is to set like I've got something shoved directly up my arse, as 700 would say, and give you this angle here. So that's why I haven't been doing a lot of vlogs. Now I am in the process of looking at all the cameras. You know, I appreciate everybody watching my GoPro review video. Obviously that's a spoof, yet contains some obvious truths in it. Now I've been looking at the Contour, I've looked at the Sony Action Cam, I've looked at all the ones that are available, and like everybody says, by the way, right up there is a subscriber of mine named Dusty. That's where he lives. We might even stop in there on the way home and see him. We've been talking on YouTube, we met, and he lives right up there. Anyway, I've been looking at all the cameras, and I like some of them. Some things about some of them, other things I can't deal with on others. Like everybody says, they don't make one camera that does everything that we need. Now, I did a little video, I haven't uploaded this yet, but I did a video here this week about the perfect helmet camera, and I'll leave a link below I'll leave a link below, and those of you who are interested, you can go look at it. I think this would be the perfect camera, and this is how you do it. No one's doing it right now, but it's such a simple thing that I'm hoping maybe somebody will look at that video and go, hey, yeah, there's money to be made here, we can do this. So anyway, there's that. The other thing is this road. This is one of my recently discovered roads, and not only am I out vlogging it right now, but I'm just cruising through here because I'd like a video of the road that I can study. It's quite an amazing road. It dead ends, it goes out here about 5 miles, and it absolutely dead ends into a forest. But the road itself is just beautiful. And because it dead ends, you're only likely to meet residential traffic back here. Very unlikely to meet a trooper. Could happen, you know, it could happen, but not nearly as likely as most roads. The other thing about this road is you'll see, the twisties and the winds are just phenomenal. So I thought I would go out here today, take a slow ride on it, get it on film. You also have to watch for tractors and farm traffic that could be around any corner out here. You can see and the cow says, you have to watch for farm traffic, people pulling out of their driveways on blind spots, things like that. But for the most part, it's just a tasty little road, and I I've only ran it, a handful of times, so not only running it today for a vlog, but I figured I'd also get it on camera. There's a great corner. The further you get back here, the better it gets. Another thing, as much as I enjoy group rides and stuff, and especially going out with the sport bike groups and, you know, playing around, all the craziness we do, I enjoy that, obviously. And then there are other times when I really enjoy just going out riding by myself. Now, you might not think it to look at some of my videos and stuff, but I can enjoy going out and riding a road like this. I'm doing 60 mile an hour, you know, I'm not doing anything crazy, and I can enjoy this just as much as if I was doing 120 right now. It's just, I just enjoy being on the bike. I enjoy the corners, you know, 35 mile an hour, I don't care. I just like the mechanics of negotiating the corner. And that's my biggest draw, or one of my biggest draws about the bike. And there are days and times when riding with other people, especially sport bike riders who have a tendency to want to race around and busting wheelies through town and all that crazy stuff. I mean, I'm guilty, I'm not downing it, I'm just saying that first of all, when I ride through town, I ride as if there's a cop right behind me at all times. Especially on the sport bike, as LJ said before, they profile you, they look at you like you're a criminal, they're just waiting for you to bust something out, and it's like they're disappointed when you don't, you know. But I really, if it's 35, I'm going through town at 34, baby. You know, look at me, look at this sport bike, doing the speed limit, I'm a good rider, you know what I'm saying? Use my turn signals, I even like to come to a full 2-second stop. Don't put my feet down, just sit there for a second and take off, just for the hell of it. But I mind my P's and Q's through town, and I've ridden with guys, not just sport bike riders, I've ridden with Harley riders going right down through the middle of town on the highway, and they're running 90 mile an hour. Dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no thanks, I'll back right out of it and you can just run up through there by yourself. I'm not following you through that. Okay, we're getting further out here now. But I am looking for a new camera setup. I'm going to get something that will provide the perfect pitch angle for what I need. And I just want something that will be as good of a camera as a Kodak PlaySport, but an action cam sport that's set up to give me that pitch angle. Yeah, December 2nd, we've yet to see any real snow. We've got 2 more months of this, and of this winter, and then we'll be back in the spring. I rode all year last year on the TW in the snow and in the weather and all that. We don't get a lot of snow, but we have a lot of days where during the winter it might just be wet, nasty outside, and the roads are wet. Well, I'm such a little bitch. I don't like to get my bike dirty. If I'm just going up to the store or something, I don't want to drag the bike out in the, you know how it is, if you just even roll over wet ground, it just throws that water up all up underneath of it. Of course, the water's not as big of a deal as the mud and the oil and stuff off the, off the road. Here's a great corner. Check this out. Slow way down here just because you should see the view. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've also been working on my editing skills, learning some things. Spend a few hours every day doing my homework. See what I was saying about this road though? Just beautiful. $25. Loose gravel, loose gravel. Oh, what's up, car? I thought he was turning in that driveway. Here's another great corner here. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to be alone. It's always just you and the bike anyway. We'll go out here. There's a couple more nice turns, and as I say, it dead ends into a park area. I've never been back in the park area, but I would imagine it's got some nifty little trails back there. Coming from. Oh, I see where the water is coming from. You know what that means, don't you? Means we're going to turn around. There. I mean, I'm wearing rain gear. I just don't feel like running back there in that mud. So we're gonna let the storm chase us. Again, it's hard to film with my setup this way, only because I've got to be so conscious of my pitch angle. In order to do that, I have to keep my head in an unnatural position. So it makes it difficult to do much sport riding when you can't put your head in the right position. Another topic I want to throw in here. I heard this so many times since I've had a sport bike, and then recently I've heard it many times from a lot of different people. Some of them never have ridden a sport bike before, and then of course others who have. You get this thing, you got people talking about how comfortable a sport bike is or isn't. You know, oh, I'd never take a long trip on them. That would just be too hard on my back, you know. Or I can't ride a sport bike for too long because, you know, it hurts my arms. The pressure, the stress on my forearms is too much, or whatever. And every time I hear someone say this, even if they are a sport bike rider, I think you're sitting on it wrong. In fact, I know you are, because if you have pressure on your forearms, see what I'm saying? There's no pressure here. What pressure? What pressure? My hands are just on the bars because that's where they go. I'm not holding myself up. What I'm doing is I'm what's called pitched in, meaning my legs are holding my body to the bike, and my hands are just to hold the throttle, really. So there shouldn't be any pressure on your forearms whatsoever at all. As far as the back thing, your back should be straight all the time. And when I'm sitting on this, even if I'm bent over, I'm not bent over, I'm bent forward. Right now, I'm hanging off, but let me get this corner. We'll resume the vlog in a minute. Come out here someday and set up camera on the tripod, get some corner shots. Whew. It's a rush. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Mental note, that is a straightaway, easy bend corner, and a straightaway. Whew. Oh, I was talking about, sorry about that, we got a little spacey there. I was talking about position, sitting on this thing. Right now, I'm sitting straight up, and kind of cockeyed on the bike as well. One hand on the bars, sitting straight up, mostly so I can get the pitch angle on my camera. But even this way, my back is straight. Now, when I'm pushed all the way back, I'm pitched in. I'm gonna have to do this like in the garage. I'll have to show you, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see the body positions. But the bottom line is it sounds to me like a lot of people who ride sport bikes are not pitched in when they ride. And if you're not pitched in when you ride, then all of a sudden you're gonna get pressure and stress on your forearms, your back, wherever it is you're putting that pressure. The only place you should have any pressure is the very bottoms of your toes and the tops of your knees, or the sides of your knees if you like to. I'm gonna slow down. Not that I don't like your leaves being blown all over me, but whatever. But if you're pitched in correctly, then that's where the tension is and pressure is on your body. And that's the only place I ever feel pressure. Now, I haven't taken a trip. I haven't taken this bike on a long trip. I plan to this summer. I was planning on it this summer, but of course that didn't work out. So next summer, definitely going to. Now, I put 24,000 miles on my Harley Davidson Softail Night Train, and I would not have rode that thing more than 100 miles from my house because it just wasn't comfortable to ride on. It wasn't too bad the way you were setting. I was too short and I'm reaching up for the bars. You got your feet way out in front of you. You know, it's supposed to look cool, but it's not very functional riding position. But the thing that would really kill you is the vibration. After 100 miles, you'd have a headache from not only the sound, but the vibration of it hitting your helmet, you know? It's crazy. So I wouldn't have ridden that thing too far. I don't know why he was just on the other side of the road like that. That's something to keep in mind. Remember I was saying about the farm traffic? Well, come around the corner and Joe Bob Farmer's on the other side of the road for no reason. That's something to keep in mind. But anyway, I wouldn't have ridden my night train more than 100 miles from the house because it was just not comfortable, and the thought of riding it, say, like across the United States, going to Sturgis or some shit like that, forget it. That's why they have trailers to haul those things on. They're too uncomfortable to ride. They look really good on a trailer. Now, whereas this, I've heard people say the same thing about sport bikes. I wouldn't ride it too far because my back and blah, blah, blah. I could get on this sport bike. I have gotten on this sport bike and went out and just ridden all day long. You know, do 200-300 miles and not go anywhere. Just go up on top of Rainier, turn around, come down the other side, go to Seattle, come back, whatever. Just big circles. And that's fun. I do that. But you know what? I can come home after 300 miles and feel just fine. Feel like I've had a workout because, you know, you are exerting yourself. You're exerting a lot of energy when you really go out and go sport riding. You're exerting even more energy when you're out dual sport riding, believe me. street riding's easy compared to dual sport riding. But no, I'm from what I've put over 10,000 miles on this CBR F4i, and I tell you, I could get on this thing and go anywhere, go any distance. Especially with my tank bag up here, you literally fill it up with clothes or something soft, and you can literally lay on the tank. You're not even holding your own body weight up. You're literally laying there, just holding the throttle, and I could do that all day long. So whenever I hear someone complaining about the comfort, the sport bike is one of the more comfortable bikes I've been on, especially for something I could consider riding long distances. But every time I hear someone say that about uncomfortable, believe me, if you were not pitched in, then it would be uncomfortable. I could understand how you'd be putting so much pressure on your forearms or whatever, on your back. You can't hold that tension for too long, or otherwise you start feeling the burn. But what I'm saying is I can ride this bike all day long. Even going down the highway, sport riding on roads, whatever. I can ride this thing all day long, never feel uncomfortable, and feel great when I get off of it. I'm ICP Chad. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all those good things that make YouTube fun. Once I haven't decided which cam I'm going to get yet, but I will have a new helmet set up before too long. And once I have that, I'll be doing a lot more vlogs. And again, I don't mean to down Kodak either, because these are great cameras. I've got 2 of them. I use them for everything. Picture quality, sound quality, I'm completely happy with it, and I don't see anything better. However, I admit that this is not a vlogging camera. It's not designed to go in a helmet. It just happens to perfectly sit inside mine. And no external audio needed because, well, the mic's in the camera. Stay there, buddy. Stay there, buddy. Stay there, buddy. Stay there, buddy. This is a great little corner too. Ooh, I messed it up. Ooh, what are you? What are you? What are you? Oh, okay, you're cool. Just saw that reflective vest, and we've got cops on motorcycles out here now. Oh, look at this! I told you this was a good road. Yeah, what's up? But we've got motorcycle cops out here now in Yakima that are on. There's some kind of Honda. I don't know. I think it's an STS 1300 or something. They look good. I mean, they look really good. They look like the ultimate sport touring bike, you know? They look tight. I don't think one could catch me, though. I mean, not that I would run from the police. I'm just saying, in a drag race, I don't think it would, in a road race, I don't think you could keep up. Want to find out?